So I have this massive thing of shortbread, right? And there's a story behind this, and I'm going to explain at some point in the video. However, I just needed something to open because it's my birthday today. I genuinely have nothing to say, but I wanted to make something to give to you guys as a I don't know, a catch up, a roundup, a look back in the year, that type of thing, you know? When we come back, we're going to open that massive box of shortbread. Like, it's actually ridiculous how big this is. This is bigger than like a picture frame. This is my graphics tablet, and this is the box of shortbread. This is 22 inches. Now I need you guys to come on this journey with me because we're going for a walk. You know, it's gonna be nice, it's gonna be scenic. You know the drill. I just realized that entire video that I shot, my entire like eyes and everything, completely cut out. But I'm not changing it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to run like that. All right, cool. So I'm taking a GoPro, headphones, notebooks, pens, GoPro strap. That picture that you just saw was taken from over there. Look at this thing. It's so nice, isn't it? You know, one thing I've always struggled with is celebrating my birthday properly and also filming myself at the same time. Like right now I'm outside, I don't have any gear to film myself with. I have to say though, Castle Gardens is genuinely beautiful. I don't know how many, I think because it's so accessible, people take it for granted. But like even just standing and just walking through it slowly, it's a genuinely nice place to just come and relax. I don't know if I'm in frame, but I just wanted to continue from where I stopped about not knowing how to celebrate my birthday. Even now I feel very awkward doing this. Do I sit, do I face this way where I talk, do I face that way? But it's a learning process and we'll figure it out as we go. Right now, part of the reason I'm going on this walk is just to get myself in a space where I can think. Not that I struggle with thinking, but just go out, be in nature, and just be with my thoughts. That's why even learning where to put the camera to film myself, for me, is important. But what do you guys think? Are you guys the type of people that struggle to celebrate your birthday? Because I'm the type of person that I enjoy celebrating other people. Part of that is because I don't know how to celebrate myself, but also I love the things that other people do. And I see those things as important. And so I put more emphasis on celebrating those things. What do you guys think? Is that something you guys struggle with as well? There's a pigeon. I wish I had something to feed it. I don't. Note to self, when you come to the park, bring something to feed them. So I enjoy celebrating other things that people do, and I enjoy helping people out just because I've come to learn that not a lot of people do that for other people. People don't necessarily get celebrated for the things that they enjoy, apart from when it's like a massive achievement, like when you graduate or something like that. For me, even the little things that people enjoy, you know, if someone really likes a particular type of music and they like a particular sound in a particular type of music and they express that, that for me is huge because it's little details like that that make people who they are. This is me attempting to capture any form of B-roll. Look at this nice place though. Oh, I was doing the thing and I missed it. Let's not drop our phone into the water. Let's not do that. I don't think I've ever, in all my years of like walking through this area, ever looked at this place from this angle before. It's so cool. I wish there was a way I could get there. Now I could probably scale this, but here's the thing. That's a very steep drop and there's water. I'm not gonna do that, but that's cool because that is a rail, like a railroad that is no longer functioning. You see that? No longer in use, and it keeps going all the way that way. That's pretty cool. You know, you genuinely don't realize, I don't know, how nice certain places look until you try and capture something. I don't know, it's weird. There's something nice about this area. So we've made it to the meadow. Here's my issue. There's the path. The entrance to the meadows is just there. You can see the blue bars. I'm just looking for somewhere to sit and film now. Even if it's just a place where I can prop up the phone. I decided to up the exposure a little bit just because I don't know how much of this I would be losing because of how dark it is. It's much brighter than you're probably seeing in the video. It's still quite nice. Let's see where this takes us. But yeah. Why do you guys think it is that people find it weird to celebrate themselves? I know not everyone goes through that thing, right? And not everyone is experiences it. But I certainly do. And I find it very difficult to celebrate the things that I'm interested in. I get celebrated with other people. I don't mind celebrating it with myself. I know I enjoy the things that I do, and I do the things that I do because I enjoy them. But people have made like little makeshift swings. That is very cool. Look, it's like a little makeshift swing. Insect just flew onto my hand, so I had to get rid of it. That's very cool. All right, so we could go that way or this way. I'm going to see where this leads. Guys, let me know in the comments. Is that something you guys struggle with as well? And if you're not, have you always been that way, or did something make you become that way? Because I know for me, most definitely, part of it came from other people not liking what I was interested in. And so I was like, because I was very sensitive about those things, I then thought, there might not be much point in celebrating this. And so I left it. I abandoned celebrating it with other people. I was just like, you know what, I'll just do my thing with me. All right, I think I found another place to put my phone down. So we're going to see how this goes. That's it. That's kind of why I'm making this video today. Because as it's my birthday, I was like, let's see what I can do as a form of creativity, if you would call it. Something that I would like. And let's just film my thought process and see where it takes me. Because I had no plan in this video, as you can probably tell. There's no method, no script. I'm just talking. So yeah, it's definitely something I've struggled with growing up. Learning to celebrate the things that I'm interested in, learning to celebrate me as a person and what makes me unique, you know? Not that I think I'm some special main character, but I know there are things that I see, or there's a way that I see the world that other people can appreciate. And there are things that I get to say that other people can appreciate, if that makes sense. And yeah, anyways, hold on. The stuff that I brought in my bag that I said I was going to kind of talk about while I was here, that kind of relates to this. One of the books I'm currently reading, I don't know if you guys can see, The Laws of Creativity by Joey Cofone. And I heard about this book when I was watching a podcast by Christo, founder of a company called The Future. I remember when I heard about the book for the first time, one of the things I thought of was, I feel like the title itself kind of contradicts what everyone thinks about creativity. Because my assumption is that if you ask most people what creativity is, they tell you, creativity is fundamentally about not thinking about laws and not thinking about rules and sort of just going, or not thinking about rules but breaking the rule. That's where you find creativity. And so if you hear the title of the book, The Laws of Creativity, you almost kind of be like, well, that seems ironic or contradictory. But the book has been really, really informative. Most of what it talks about is not, bear in mind I haven't finished this book. I'm still going through it. If you see where my bookmark is, I'm like 149 pages in. There's still a lot to go through, but if you ever get the chance to pick it up, feel free to do so. But that's one thing I'm even getting back into, like reading. It's funny because I always told people that reading puts me to sleep, but I think I might have just been reading the wrong books or reading things I wasn't necessarily interested in. Because if it's something I'm genuinely interested in, I could pour hours and hours and hours and hours into it and not feel bored at all. It's what I do with gaming, is what I do with streaming, is what I do with video editing, is what I do with YouTube, and even learning from other people who do things way better than I do. One of the reasons I'm filming this is because one of my biggest inspirations on YouTube is a guy called Peter McKinnon, Canadian videographer, photographer, YouTuber, massive. His style of making videos, his energy and his enthusiasm, and just his eye for things, the way he creates shots, when I started my YouTube journey, really captured me. And it's funny because I've never before tried to make videos that were similar to his, but it's something I'm trying to learn to do now. One of the things that's actually even talked about in this book is learning the fundamentals. And there is no better way of learning the fundamentals than learning from people who have already done it and who have been doing it for a long time. And Pete is one of those guys. And I don't know if by any chance or any stretch he gets to see this video. If you see this, Pete, just know that you have a special place in my heart. But yeah, so one of the things it talks about is if you see something that is done, let's say like a movie poster that's done by someone that's leagues ahead of what you're trying to do, try and recreate that thing. Because what you're trying to do is not necessarily copy what they've done, but because they have probably applied some level of fundamentals into constructing that piece of art, whether it's graphic design, posters, video, try and recreate the shot, recreate the thing. Because in doing so, you start to see what they saw and why they made certain decisions. And then that informs your decision making going forward. And so you just absorb. It's like a quick way of absorbing what they're thinking about, or their thought process. Is like a cheat code necessarily. And I mean, that again, that's part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I bought no film gear. This is being shot on my phone. My phone is wedged on a piece of wood. There's like a crack in between the log, and I've just put my phone there, and somehow it's staying upright. So that's why I'm filming at this angle. Learning as I go along is something that I've always enjoyed. I've always enjoyed throwing myself into things and allowing myself to make mistakes. It's in making those mistakes that I discover who I am and how my level of tolerance and my level of, will I say, intuition as I do things. I applied it into when I first started playing football. I applied it into when I first started doing YouTube, learning video editing, learning drawing, everything. And it's been fun. And I'm trying to get myself back into, will I say, having fun with doing what I'm doing. I know this started off as a video about celebrating the things that you're into. And I mean, part of what I'm talking about is that, because these are the things that I am into, that I'm trying to get better at doing, because I love doing them. It's weird to say, if no one watched this video and I went back to edit it and no one got to see it, I would still enjoy watching the video back, just because I actually enjoy hearing myself think through things. And so I enjoy watching myself figure something out. I'm going to walk again, just because I want to think of, or I want to weave this into the next thing I want to talk about. And so I'll catch you later. Now secured my wires, as you can see. I'm on my way home. I'm going to surprise Imogen with them. She has no idea I'm doing this, by the way.